Welcome to Cap Crew Wednesday, everyone. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody can hear me well. I'll say hello to people in the chat. If you can hear me, just give me a quick thumbs up, and then I'll start saying hello to everybody. Good. All righty. Let's see. We have two Bobs in here tonight. We got Bob from PK Model Works. Hey, Bob, welcome. You went away and came back. I saw that. Then we had JD. Grandpa Rails is here. Welcome, JD. How you doing? I see your new cameraman there. Videos are pretty cool. Then we got John from Schuylkill River Valley. How you doing, John? Welcome. And the new storytellers here. Welcome. Yeah, the trains aren't running yet. They will be running within another week or two. I've been doing a lot of other things, and that'll you'll hear about that in the stream when I get going with what I've been going over this week. And then we had, let's see, Dwight Curley showed up. Hey, Dwight, welcome. Like I said, welcome to the Bamboo Labs crew. And then we had BNSF CSX Bob. Hey, Bob, welcome. How you doing? Glad to see you in here tonight. Then we had Model Train Fonziano Chris. Welcome, Chris. How you doing? Glad to see you in here tonight. Then Truck Schreiber showed up. Hey, Chuck, welcome. How you doing? Soggy in South Texas. Raining, yeah. And let's see who else showed up here. Chuck, Chris. Everybody saying hello. Rick Trains is here. Hey, Rick, how you doing? Okay. So Rick was the last one in, and I just said hello too. That's good. So everybody's here. That's pretty good. Yeah, the weather here in New Jersey was in the mid-90s today. Yesterday and Sunday, it started to get back up to the 90s again. So I did a video showing those new air conditioning units I got. And I got 5 of them, and they're running. And they something I didn't know, they have a battery in them, and when they're plugged into AC power, the battery charges. Because I was having problem with 2 of them in the train room, and what I did was I plugged them into a powered USB hub that I had on my laptop there that I do my streams from when I'm in the train room. I have a powered USB hub, and that has a adapter that plugs into an outlet, AC outlet, and then you have the cord that goes into the USB port into the laptop, and it gives you 8 USB ports on there. And I had the 2 units, AC units, plugged into that. They came on, they were working, they cooled down the train room, and about 4 hours later, I looked at them, and the big screen I have up there where I have the camera on, program on it, it went blank. And then on the lower screen, I had YouTube up, and I was watching Dwight's videos, and I lost internet connection because the Ethernet cable that plugs into that laptop is connected via a USB port. So that USB hub got foobarred. It didn't break, it didn't go bad, it just went crazy. I guess those AC units just draw a little too much for being plugged into a USB powered hub. So both air conditioners stopped. So then I had to go out and order two 5-volt, 1.5 amp USB power adapter. They're usually white in color. You plug it into the wall, and then you can plug a USB device into it. And they came today. I plugged them into my extension that I had there waiting for them. And now they're working. The train room temperature dropped down like about 10 degrees in a couple of hours. So they're running, and they'll just run. And then what I found out was when they went powered off, they were still running. I go, how are they running? And then I read the manual. Oh, there's a battery in there that charges up when you have it plugged into AC current. So you could have these air conditioners cooling if you lose power and stuff. 97 there? Yeah, it was 96 here today, Rick. So it was unbelievable. 73 here, normally 20 degrees hotter. Yeah, well, the weather fluctuates this time of the year. It gets hot, gets cold, hot. Now we had a severe thunderstorm alert, and all I had was a little rain for about an hour. I heard thunder a little bit, but no severe weather. That might have been in other areas around, but I get it. Things. Don't tell me, Chris, that there's more fires up in Canada and it's blowing down into the States again, like last year, right? All those fires up in Canada, and then their shit was blowing down into our atmosphere down here, making it all cloudy with the smoke stuff. I remember that. So, yeah, our friends up in Canada, I think they had big fans up there and they were just blowing it down this way. That's what I thought happened. But that was just some strange things that happened. So, so the rooms are a lot cooler than what they were. They're in the right now. They're in the low 80s in the rooms, and when it gets down if it's down in the 70s, then maybe I'll get that. Let's see. Gumby says hello in Norfolk. Okay, I don't know who Gumby is, but thanks anyway. Yeah, bridge this morning, you could barely see the smoke. Yeah, yeah, Rick, I know what that's like. So, but I never saw that in my area. But upstate New Jersey had a lot of stuff from the fires from Canada last year. I never saw it down here. He's a guy made of clay. Okay. So this past weekend, matter of fact, Friday, I started house cleaning my house. It needed it. And when I house clean, that means I move furniture all over the place and vacuum up everything, the dust behind the furniture and the hardwood floors I have. I mop them down with a solution that I have. And so the first day I got the 3 rooms in the back of the house. That's the 2 bedrooms and the bathroom and the hallway done. Then the next day I did the dining room and the kitchen. That took a long time. Then the next day I did the living room, which takes a long time because that's a big room. And I got to move a lot of furniture. And then I got to clean behind and then wipe the hardwood floors, then move the furniture back so I can do in front of it, stuff like that. So did all that. Dusted all the furniture, all that kind of stuff. Then in the train room, I moved a lot of stuff out off the floors, and then I vacuumed up all the floors and underneath the layout. I went underneath there and vacuumed up. There was a lot of dirt stuff from when I drilled, and the sawdust came down. And pieces of wire that I cut off, little pieces, So I shot back them all clean, and I then wet mopped that whole floor in there. So the only room I have left is my office here, and that's going to take some time to do this because there's a lot of equipment in here, and I got to move my fold up my test track for speed matching out of the way, and then I can do the floor and the desk and the cabinet behind me. That collects a lot of dust because the equipment in there sucks up the dust and it gets in there. So I got to clean that all inside there and this room and the woodwork in here and stuff like that. So that's the last room to do. So been doing them, all that kind of stuff. So what was it, Monday? I forget. Oh, last week, I told you guys about my big screen TV, and it went out, and I couldn't get it to work on the computer. And I was trying to figure a way to get it off the wall so I can get behind there to check the HDMI connections, because you can't see them because it's right up against the wall. So I sent a text message to my youngest son and see if he could stop over after work. But then I found out he was having some issues and he wasn't available. So I said, okay, how am I going to do this by myself? Okay, because that TV is mounted on the wall and there's a 4-foot piece of wood in front of it. So I can't stand there and reach over and get it. I can touch the screen, but I'm stretching to get to it. Okay. So I'm trying to move the TV and it won't budge. And I go, okay. So I got my creeper out and I put it over there so I can get closer to the wall. And then I tried to lift it up and it's locked in place. So I haven't found the manual for that wall mount yet. I don't know about that, Bob. So when it's hot outside and I go outside and stuff, then I wear cut off sleeve shirts. I have a couple different ones that I wear and stuff. So that's when it's hot outside, I go out I like do different things outside, and when I can, and see how that is. So anyway, I the big screen TV. I found the strings. You know that they have two strings, one on each side, and you're supposed to pull them down, and that's supposed to unlock it. Well, the one on the left side of the TV, I pull it down, and I hear a clicking sound. That means it's going to unlock it. But the other side, the string is shorter than the other one is. The other one's a long way down. And this one's only a short way down. But I can see both of them, and I can't pull it. I can't pull it the same way I can pull the other one. So I think it might be twisted on something inside. So I don't know. I don't remember how I put that on. And I should have had those strings loose when I put it up there, but I didn't think that I was ever going to have to take it down. So what I want to try and do is take it off the wall and put up one of those newer TV mounts, wall mounts that you can pull it out from the wall and get to the back of it. So you never know when the connection gets loose. So the other day, it was Monday, I come in, and on my monitor for the JMRI computer, I had the displays monitor up to see all the different monitors I have. I don't know about Grumpy. So anyway, all of a sudden, I saw all four monitors again. I said, "Oh, it's working." I opened up the screen on the big screen TV, and there was the PC screen. So I started up JMRI, and all the panels came up and everything. Monday night, I went to bed. I get up, and the computer restarted. I guess it was updates again. And then the monitor went out again. So I looked at it today, and what I have in the back of the TV is a short cable, HDMI cable. It's like 4 feet long. And on the other end is a splice. And then the long cable that goes to the computer plugs into that splice. Well, the connections at the splice were tight on both cables, but I think somehow it got loose on the TV side, but I can't see that. So I couldn't see the connection. But today I brought my drop light up in there. I still couldn't see it because there's just too much wire there. And I couldn't see the TV, behind the TV. So I reached my hand in, I followed the wire, and then I just pushed the cable in, and it was kind of tight, but I pushed it in anyway, and then the screen came on. So either that short cable was bad, because what I really want to do is take the long cable and plug it directly into the HDMI port. Then I won't have that option of the small cable being a problem down the road. So I pushed it in, it came back on, and it's been on all day. So what I decided to do to get how to get the TV down by myself was I had chain in my tool shed. I grabbed the chain, put some eye hooks up in the plywood above it, Hey Russ, how you doing? Welcome. I put it up there. I hooked the chain onto that, went down behind the TV, and then brought it up in front of the TV and put another eye hook up on the other side and hooked the chain onto there, cut off the chain, did it on the other side. So now I have two chains there. If I can get the TV off of the mount, I can let the TV rest on the chains. Then I wouldn't need another person to help me move it. And I might be able to get it off by myself once I get off the creeper. And I can reach it from this side going in. Hey Dan, welcome. How you doing? I can get in from the one side and reach it, and I might be able to pull it, and then it'll catch on to the other chain and keep it up there. Or I can get somebody else to come in, and I can pull it across, and they sit on the creeper and hold it there with their arm just to keep it up there so it doesn't fall down on the layout. So, but then I can replace the um, the mount and stuff. So, uh, so it's something that I want to do for later, but um, I got to be able to unlock it. So one day I'm going to start looking at that from the front side, which I can get to right outside my door. And then I'm going to see where that string is and try and work it loose. Because if I can get that out and then I can unlock it on both sides, then I probably will be able to lift it up and move it. So that's what's going on with the TV screen. Um, that happened a while ago. So I talked about the AC units. Yeah. So I did the house cleaning. Weather. Hello. This. Okay. So yeah, that's what I told them, Bob. Yeah, they were pretty neat. How the new cameraman version 2, right? So um, my resistor project has been keeping me really busy also. But those I can do them, then go and do something else. But I got 35 rolling stock cars done with my process. Once the resistors came, I was able to start doing them, and they all worked. And then I started doing the oil tank cars, changing the wheels from 33 to 36 and doing those wheels with the new resistors I got from there. And I got, I don't know, maybe 15 of the oil tank cars out of the 35 cars, or maybe it was 20 of them. I don't know. And I have 8 more left. So I started doing them, and they won't work. I did a couple of 36s, and they won't work. And all of a sudden, it stopped working. Now, I don't know if maybe the last I'm on the last 20 resistors on that string of 100. Maybe they're all bad. I don't know. But the process is the same. I sand down the in wheel. I file down the axle. I sand down the axle. I file the inside of the wheel a little bit. I then take a X-Acto knife and scrape the area, super glue the resistor on the axle and the inside wheel above the insulator part, and then put the conductive paint on. Same process, no big deal. But these last couple don't work. And the 33 wheels, I couldn't get them to work at all. I got some of them done, but a couple I didn't. And I even bought Intermountain wheels. I got 2 bags of 16, I think, Intermountain 33 wheels. Because I had all the cars that have 33s left to do. And I go, okay, let me do them. They all put this film on the axle and in the inside of the wheel. I don't know why they do that. Maybe it's because they have to ship them. They don't want them to get rusty. I don't know what's going on. I tried to file them down, sand them off. No, they didn't work at all. So I found a couple of my other 33 wheels that I removed, and I tried doing them. I got a couple of them to work. I get them all painted, and then I let them dry, and I put them on the track, and they don't light up. I take them off. I scrape off the paint. I repaint them again, let them dry, try them again, and then boom, it works. But I'm not going to keep doing that until I get one to work. It's just ridiculous. So today I just ordered the rest of the resistor wheels from that JB Wheel Sets, and he's going to send me those, and then I'll finish up these cars because I have 8 more oil tankers to finish. Now finish up all my tankers. I have 5 more rolling stock that are in the yards and on sidings and stuff like that. I got 3 trains that not all the resistor wheels were done, but 1, none of them were done in, and 2, the well cars weren't done. So I have the well cars for those 2 trains on the table here, and I need some 33s and 36s for those well cars. And then 1 whole train, they're all 33s. So I need about, I got about 18 cars on those 3 trains to do. So I'm looking at 16 and 18 or 34 more cars that I have to do. So I'll have enough wheels coming to do all 34 of those cars, and then they'll all be done. So with that in mind, I contacted NCE today to talk to them about the other problem I'm having with my push buttons that I turn on and off track power to. And he told me that's not a good thing to do. So if you're planning to turn off and on your DCC, hey Joe Rader, welcome. If you're planning to turn off your DCC track power with a toggle switch, I suggest you don't even bother doing it, because he said it's not recommended to do. And I was telling him, hey, when I hit the toggle switch to turn the power on, it triggers the BD20. He says, yeah, what that's doing is it's sending 14 volts of DCC power through that track, and to get power to the track, and that triggers the BD20. So now I have to take those toggle switches And after the show tonight, I'm going to test them. I already tested one. I already set up one. So I had to pop out all the toggle switches from the fascia. I did all the ones that I want to change. And I don't have to worry about my turntable tracks because they don't have any BD20s on. So I don't have to worry about them. So that one there I can do. But if you're doing block detection and it's a DCC power track, don't put it on a toggle switch. So what I did was I pulled out all the push buttons, and now the wires are exposed. So I took one of them and I cut the wires off of the terminals on the push button. And then I took jumper cables and I jumpered them together. Then I'm going to turn the system on and see how that works. And because that track should have track power if I took the right two wires to connect. And if that works, then I'll just solder them wires together, paint them with the electrical tape, liquid tape, and then be done with it. Push the button back in, cover up the hole. The boost print. Your 3D printing a caboose. Is it all one piece, Bob, or is it different pieces? So that's what's going on with the resistor project, and that's what's going on with the push button problem. So the tracks will have power all the time, and I'm going to have them, scaling a multi-piece G-scale to boost down to HO. Okay, yeah. Rick, they're all in a box. I had to go to Home Depot today. Well, no, I went yesterday to get some shipping tape. I didn't have any shipping tape left over. So I got the shipping tape. I'll pack it up and ship it out tomorrow. And then it'll be on its way. I think I'm going to send it UPS, not post office. So you should have it in a couple of days. Hey, Mike, welcome. How you doing? So, yeah, no worries. And so yeah, I did, Joe. Didn't, yeah, I have them up on I have you up on my layout with Tammy in it. You want me to print some for you? What I was doing for Rick, he needed the O scale people with a 3 millimeter higher size. So I resized all my O scale 3 millimeters taller. So if the person was 5 foot, they're going to be a little bit taller. But 2 of them whenever you have time. No worries. It doesn't take long to print them. I still have the white resin in the printer. I can set it up and print it tonight. They'll be done. It only takes about 2 hours to print the people on the small printer. So that's the one that works for me the most. Yeah, maybe I can bring them down, Joe. I'll bring him. Maybe I'll stop down one day, drop them off to you. I haven't been anywhere in a while, so it'd be nice to take a road trip somewhere. But so yeah, so after the show, I'm going to turn on the train system, and that one track, I'll see how it works. And I'll know right away if it's working, because if there's power, the bumper will be lit up. And then the JMRI screen shouldn't be lit up because there's no cars on that track. That's what the problem was when I turned on the power. The VD20 was being triggered. So we'll see if that disconnecting those wires together there directly, then it'll be easy fix. All I got to do is connect them, solder them together, and paint them, and then push them back in, and then it'll be done. But we'll see. Oh, I got it working, Joe. That screw that was inside the engine for that truck was loose, and that's what was causing the problem of the wheel coming off. So what I did was I took some super glue, the gel super glue. I put a little dab in the hole, then I screwed the screw in. Now it won't unscrew. So, and I was able to put all the accessories back on. The front cow catcher and the tanks underneath. Those are all the things that fell off when I was down your place when we were working on it. Yeah. So yeah, Dwight, on your Bamboo Labs printer, you should get that Bamboo Labs glue. Amazon has it. It's a green bottle. If you need to know the exact name, let me know. I can tell you what it is. I got it over here. It's the Bamboo Labs 3D printing adhesive. Amazon sells it, and it lasts a long time. You'll notice after a while, Dwight, that your prints aren't sticking to the bill plate, and all I do is take the lid off. I squeeze the bottle, and it has an applicator right on the end. And then I just go over the whole bill plate lightly with this, and then I can print for a long time before I have to clean it. And the way I clean it, I take the bill plate to the kitchen sink. I put a couple of drops of dish soap on it, and then I cover it with water, and then I take a scrunchie, the green side of the scrunchie, and then I go over the whole thing with it, and then I take a couple of paper towels and I wipe it clean, and then I put it back on. Then I put a thin, very thin layer. This doesn't take, you don't need a lot. Just go over it with this. And anybody that has a bamboo lab, I told Jim about this, I told JD about this. Anybody that has a bamboo printer, this is the thing you need. See, in the old days, the bamboo lab printers, the edges don't heat the same on A1 build plates. So you use glue for your large print. No, Dan. The plate is hot all the way around. Problem is that if your plate is sitting out in the open, it gets dust or dirt on it. You can't see it, so it gets dirty. So before I start any kind of print project, I take it to the kitchen sink. I put a couple of drops of dish soap on it. I put water on it. It soaks up with the scrunchie and clean it all off. I dry it off with a couple paper towels and bring it in here and put it on the build plate. And then I go like this with this. And then I don't have any issues with any print jobs at all. So. Yeah, you can wipe your plate after every print. That's what I did in the beginning. I started wiping it. I had a micro cloth, and I would wipe it with that. I don't put nothing on it, just wiped it. And that worked for a while, but then prints started failing. And then I contacted Bamboo Labs, and they said, you need this stuff. And this, I don't ever have a problem with a print at all, unless there's something wrong with the model. Because sometimes the models aren't good. Yeah, that's right. You don't want to leave them exposed. See, I used to have an enclosure for the A1, but it kept on getting too hot in there, even with the fan in there. I even put an extra fan in there, and it still was too hot. So it was a Bamboo Labs enclosure, and I took it out. Didn't throw it away, but it's down in my shed. Folded it all up and put it in the shed because it was getting too hot in there. And that's because I have the AMS unit also. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have one extra blade, another extra flex plate from Bamboo Labs. I 3D printed a flex plate holder. I mounted it on the wall. And I could put my extra flex plates in there. So now the current flex plate that's on the A1, it has scratches and everything on it, and it still prints perfectly because I clean it thoroughly on the sink, and then I put this on and never have a problem. Yeah, sometimes that happens. You know why, Bob? Because we're too impatient. We want to get the model off the build plate. Like it's something you print, it's something you need to work on another project, and boom. Hey, Dave from Stormy, how you doing tonight? Welcome. It's going to be hot, Dwight. There's profiles on the A1, Bob, and if you pick the default profile, it's going to be. Let me see where the temperatures are. I'd have to print something to check the temperatures. I'm not sure. Whoops. I minimized my browser. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, 60, and filament is running around 200 to 210, 215 sometimes. It all depends. Now, when I had the Anycubic Viper, I used to mess around with different settings. I always would work with Jim Tedesco on that because he had a Viper also. And he said, oh, you can print this using these settings, and we would change them. You can change them dynamically on the console of the A1. You can also change them in the Bamboo Lab Studio software too. But I use the default profiles from Bamboo Lab Studio. I haven't modified them at all, and they all work. And I go, so what am I putting on a plate, Mike? This stuff. This is Bamboo Lab 3D printing adhesive. It's green liquid, has an applicator on it, has a cap on it. You screw it on there, keep it, and it keeps the applicator, from drying out. I have a 3D printed holder over there. Hey, Messi, how you doing, Messi Modeler? Welcome. Good to see you in here. First time I've seen you. Welcome. So, so that's what I do with my build plates, and I never have a printing problem. Now the resin printers are a totally different animal, and you have to mess around with leveling them manually. The A1 levels itself every time you send a print. So Dwight, I know you said you leveled it, but you don't have to mess around with leveling it manually. When you send a print job, if you use the default profiles from Bamboo Lab Studios, it auto levels the printer for you every time. Even if you're repetitively printing the same thing over and over again, it's going to auto level between each print. Soccer playing, huh? So on, was it Monday? Yeah, on Monday. Yeah, Monday. I called up Soundtracks to see if they got my decoder I sent them back to repair. And they said, yeah, it's all finished already. And they're getting it prepared to ship it. And then they shipped it yesterday. And it's in Albuquerque, New Mexico right now. Coming to Colorado. It went down to Albuquerque, and then it departed from Albuquerque. So it'll be here on Monday, so I can get that engine back up and running again. So so it's well, Bob's made a lot of process on that, Russ. He did a video of it. I don't know if you've seen this video, but he had a video showing his progress. He makes a lot of getting a lot of the woodwork done on top of it and stuff. And also Pappy, he's getting his woodwork and stuff done too. He's laying track though. He's a little bit ahead of you, Bob, on that, on his project. I think he just has a bridge to build to go across an area to connect the two sides. 14.9. Thanks a lot, JD. Yeah, well, that's what happens, Bob. You start working on a project, then something comes up, and then you get distracted and start working on that. Then something happens there, doesn't work, and then you get even more deeper and deeper and deeper in. So it's all part of the stuff. You know, Bob, speaking of your caboose, I thought they had HO scale cabooses out there. I think I saw them on some of the STL sites, cabooses. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, that's how it goes. Now, my Mini, I haven't used that in a while. I have black filament in there, but I think that black filament is not so good. Oh, so he needs yeah. When you get different scales, they're not easily scaled down. If you had another caboose, that helps you make the sizes better. Oh, a wagon top B&O caboose. Okay, good. Print some bugs and stack them. Yeah, yeah. Bunamis are a little more expensive than the other decoders. I don't really need Bunami here because I have my test track here. I have Decoder Pro here. So, oh, we got BNSF 39. Hello, how you doing? Welcome. Another new guy. Windows are green. Thank you. What's your first name? I don't know who you are. Had to add it to my file. BNSF 39. Yeah, that subway BNS. Yeah, name. Yes. My name is Tom. You should know that because it says right there on the screen. And the subway system, BNSF 39, is goes all the way around my top level on the inside section. So one day I just had that idea, what can I put underneath here? And I said, that subway system. So the whole system, all the parts for the subway system were 3D printed. Chris, very good. Nice to meet you, Chris. I'll add that to my file. HO, good deal. I'll have to subscribe to your channel. Hey, we're up to 1514 now. The Ohio and Western is the railroad. Excellent. O and W. Nice. So, sorry for my response across in either of that. No worries. No worries, Bob. So, remember was it last week or the week before I told you guys that on YouTube Studio, I saw I had a lot of messages on my live streams, and that it was that one countdown song that I was playing at the beginning of my stream, the 60 seconds countdown. The one I used tonight didn't cause a violation, but the other one did. So now they allow you to remove the song from your video without affecting your video. So I'm doing that, and I have a lot of live streams that I have to go through, and wherever I see that violation, I have to fix it. No, I didn't see that, Mike. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, well, see, I didn't, it wasn't music, Chris. What it was is the countdown thing had music in it, I guess. So the guy who made that countdown, I don't know where he got that music from. So they flagged it, but they didn't void the video like they do when they flag you permanently like that. They just gave me a warning and give me the option to remove it. So I'm going through all my live streams when I have some time. I go down through one page, I do those, then I go away, and then the next day I come in, and then I look and see they're all the warnings are gone. So Dave from Stormy, you should change your handle there to Stormy Sky Rail Productions Dave. And then Jenny can put Jenny on hers, and Steve can put Steve on his. Then you won't have to type, uh, your name like that all the time, because then we would know who it is, right? Because that handle, you can change that easily in YouTube Studio in the settings section. It's called the handle. It's called it's the YouTube handle. It's not your channel name. It's the handle. So if that's your channel name, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, that would, something that you three can talk about. It's real easy to do. It's not hard. On Jim's channel, there's one guy on there. He changes his handle every other week. Now you only can change the handle twice in 14 days. So if you change it now, you can change it again. But then that's all you can do, and then you have to wait after 14 days, and then you can change it again. Oh, very good. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Awesome. Yeah, my subscribers are moving up. All I need to get is 10 people. Yeah, about 10 people. I need 10 people to binge watch all my live streams. Takes about 3 days to play them all. And then I would get the watch hours I need. But Dwight already watched my videos. Some people already watch my videos. I don't know if anybody watched all my live streams, because the live streams you get the most watch hours from. But you don't get no credit for watch hours when you're on the stream. You have all, 15 people in. You would think you get 15 watch hours. No, you don't. So I don't know what the last count was. I don't have YouTube up. I think it says 13. Maybe it's 13 people connected. Yeah, they do. That's what they do. So it's difficult. You can download music from YouTube. I don't know if they charge it or another or whatever. So I'm going to have to restart your live streams on my laptop out there after I'm done with what is going on that thing now. So I tried to have 2 screens. I was watching mine and I was watching yours at the same time, and yours wasn't moving. Mine was on the screen, but yours wasn't. So I don't think I can do 2 at a time on that computer. Why so count? I find free YouTube is perfectly fine for videos. Yeah. Yeah, they have free music. Yeah, I try not to either, JD. I didn't realize that I was looking for a countdown to put in the beginning to show how we were going along. Somebody claimed a copyright violation on one of Craig's songs that I had permission to use. They claimed it was a different song by a different artist. Yeah, see, nobody's ever happy about that, are they? You got to cause problems for everybody else. Yeah. Yeah, right. They should be glad we're using their music. We're promoting them. We're not making any money off of them. We're promoting them. We like their music. We want to add it to our video. I can't recall a long gap in your gabbing. When people put music in their videos, it drives me crazy. That's just my problem. Yeah, well, Rick, how do these people? I see a lot of people playing um, songs of artists. You know, they're drummers and they're playing. They're covering a Led Zeppelin song or a Rolling Stone song or whatever kind of music, right? How do they get away with doing that? They're playing music. They don't get um, uh, violations. That's exactly right, Betsy. That's what I say. Exactly. Oh, okay, good. Well, I'll have to look at it again. I didn't like the selection that they had originally. That was for free. They didn't offer much. It seemed to me it was like elevator music that they gave you for free. Yeah, yeah. I've been in YouTube jail before. Uh, with all the stuff that I comment on other things, videos and stuff, I'm surprised that they haven't flagged me. I don't get it, But what can you do? But I don't want any warning messages on any of my videos, so I'm going through all my videos and make sure I don't have any videos. Like when I started out on YouTube a long time ago, 4 years ago, I was doing a video and the TV was on and a commercial came on and the camcorder picked up that song off of the TV camera or the TV sound and I didn't realize it. I put up the video. I don't filter out my videos or anything. I just shoot them and put them up. Sometimes I shoot them and I got segments, and then I put it in my video editing software, and then I add comments on the screen and stuff like that. But most of it, the sound, I just let go. And I didn't hear the music in it, and then then they said, "Oh, you got a copyright violation," and they deleted the video off of my channel. They didn't give me any chance to do that. To me, when you're narrating train video and playing music in the background, it's distracting. To me, the people who, so that I just stopped watching. Yeah, see, I, you know, if I'm talking, I don't want no music in the background. But if I'm just showing a train running, I want you to hear the sound of the train. I don't want no music in the background. Now, there's this other guy I watch, uh, and he starts his video out with his trains running, and then he ends the video with his trains running, which that's a nice. feature, but he's DC. He's not DCC. And when I first started watching him, he was having the horn, the whistle blowing, and engine sounds and all this. I'm saying, how are you getting sounds on DC? And he says, oh, I went down to the tracks and I recorded a train going by, and he put that recording on his videos. I thought that was pretty cool thing. Yeah, look out! Soundtracks will be coming for you for your engine sounds. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. See, I don't like the YouTube put ads on my videos, and I don't get paid for it. Yeah, well, can't do anything about that, JD. That's how YouTube makes their money. And here's the other thing too. If your video you put out gets 100 views in on the first day, then they automatically start putting ads on it, no matter if you're monetized or not. So even shorts, they'll do it for shorts too. But there's supposed to be a setting on YouTube that turns off the ads on your videos. Because I'm watching some guys' videos, they have a 30-minute or 45-minute video. I watch it. I get up and I go and get something to drink or something. I come back, and then there's a commercial on. Then I can click skip, and then the video comes back. But then a couple minutes later, another commercial comes on. And that's very annoying when you're watching a video. It's distracting, and I wonder how many people leave the video and go to something else because of the ad. And that's not fair to the person who put out the video, because they want to get you get watch hours and this and that and all that stuff, and they're putting commercials in. You want to put commercials. You put the commercials at the beginning of the video and at the end of the video, not in the middle of the video. His videos have that a lot. One of the, I think it's also on Ray Bobel's channel. When I watch his long videos, he gets a lot of commercials on his videos also when I'm looking at it. Yeah, well, I know what YouTube is doing. They want to make money. But the person that's viewing it, doesn't want to stop and watch a freaking commercial. Okay? It's a video that somebody took the effort to make. And some people put a lot of effort in it. I put a little effort in it. I'm not going to sit here and fine tune the video. Now, sometimes I'll check the video because maybe it didn't catch everything or something like that. But most of the videos, especially shorts, I do that on my iPhone. I do the shorts on there because it puts it in the right format. And then I'll play it back on my phone with my headsets on so I can listen to it and everything. And if it looked good, then I'll post it up on YouTube and everything. So, but Yeah, sometimes you can, Rick. Not all the time. Only when it gets to a certain point you can start fast forwarding. You can't fast forward when it first comes on and scroll all the way over. They don't let you do that. You have to wait until it gets like halfway across, then you can go through. I found the YouTube subscription worth it to remove ads. Yeah, I thought there was a section in the settings under YouTube Studio for removing ads from your video. So you don't have to show ads. I don't care if they put video, ads at the beginning of the video, because that happens a lot also. You click on the video and then the first thing you see is an ad. I go, am I clicked on the right video? Don't know until the video comes up. But as soon as I see the skip word on the video, boom. Now, if the person is monetized, then those ads help them. But most of the people I watch are not monetized yet. Some are, some aren't. But if you skip an ad, then that person doesn't get credit for that ad. So, I mean, what is it? A whole couple of cents that you get? So, I have the premium plan and I watch YouTube more than any of my other services. Okay. I didn't get the premium plan. I don't think it's worth it. I guess I thought I heard the premium plan you don't see ads, but as long as you can skip out of them at a certain point, then I just skip out of them. See, I don't know if I have YouTube Premium for my TV or not. I'm not sure because in my living room, the only subscription I have is YouTube TV. So I can also log on to YouTube on my TV. When it comes up, it has all the icons on it. I got YouTube TV, YouTube, Netflix, a couple other things, but I'm not subscribed to any of those, so I don't click on those. This YouTube is the only one I watch for TV. Once in a while, I'll sit out there and watch a YouTube video, but then I can't comment on the TV, which I think sucks too. That's stupid. You got a remote control. You should be able to click on a button, bring up the keyboard, and arrow through and click on the keys and type what you want to say. And they want to make us start doing our videos for TV. Well, then you better fix the TV section of YouTube so that you can comment on it. So I don't know if they started that yet, but like the speed matching videos I did, they were all set up in a series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Mike. You have the TV on, and then you have it up on your phone too. Then you can type in yeah, you can type on the phone app. Yeah, yeah, I've done that before. Somebody posts a video during the day, and I'm in the library, and everybody knows what the library is. I have my phone there. I watch it, and then I can put a comment in there. if I need to. Or if I didn't finish watching it, I'll close it out on my phone, come in here on my computer and watch it, and then comment from the computer. So it's all, different ways to go with that. But they should allow you to make comments. I think you see, because on my TV, I can move the mouse around the TV screen. So I can click on a virtual keyboard on the screen to type in the letters, Okay, Mike, we'll catch you later. Thanks a lot for stopping in. Chris, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was going to cut the show off anyway. So, okay, everybody, thanks for stopping in. Have a good night. And appreciate everyone. And everybody take care. Don't forget to watch Jim Tedesco tomorrow at 6 p.m. And I don't know who's on Friday, if Rick the Tree is on this Friday or not. I'm not sure. And then we got Bob. I think Bob is on Sidetrack Sunday. I'm not. I'm not sure. So everybody have a good night. We'll catch y'all later. Take care. Thanks a lot, Chuck. Take it easy. Appreciate it.